welcome back to another Warframe episode. It seems that a lot of people, according to at least the statistics I've been watching for the last week and a half now, people really like to see Eidolon hunting on YouTube. And also they like to see videos involving chroma according to the statistics. But take that with a grain of salt. That's the statistics, okay? That all varies. But the one video I uploaded with me doing a solo Eidolon hunt seems to be doing very good for views. So I plan on bringing you amazing viewers more of that. With different weapons and even different frames at some point, not just chroma. But I am working on another video as far as that goes. But this episode, guys, I would like to, this is once again, I'm trying to gear all these videos towards, helping out new players when it comes to Warframe. So we're going to talk about the Void Trader and Prime mods in general. Like, not any Prime mod specific, but, just Prime mods in general. And there's my other Kavat. I have two Kavats, two kitty cats. This one's Smeety. Literally, that's how I spelled the damn name. Smeety. Capital S-M-E-E-T-Y. Yeah, Shmee. And Smeety is donning the, what is it? The Prime armor or some shit like that. I'll show you guys just real quick. Smeety. I still got to rank her up. It's a female. She is wearing the Tybor Prime fur pattern. And she has the Tybor Prime armor. And that's what you get with the Prime accessories pack that's out this month. I know in the future, as time goes on, that this video will kind of be inaccurate with that information, right? Because that Prime accessories pack won't be available for a long time after it's gone. But for the time it is out, this is one of the things you get. And this, it's pretty cool actually, as you guys can see here. Without the armor, that's the fur pattern you get for your Kavat with the Prime accessories pack. That's really neat, I thought. Really nice. But I like my kitty cat to have armor for battle whenever I eventually do take her into battle. But she is the Kavat that is it's like a Loki cat basically. The Smita Kavat. Let's take a quick look at this, because this kind of does have a relation to the Void Trader, because the Void Trader can offer, as I'm going to show you guys, things for your companions, not just for your Warframe and weapons and such. So this is this Smita Kavat, very sly. This is what does it say? The sly feline is playful yet devious. Now they aren't kidding when they say that. They really aren't. I'll show you the mods it comes with. So it comes with these two mods right here. Mischief, which what that does is allows the Smita Kavat to become invisible for 6 seconds every 10 seconds while a decoy Kavat draws fire. Decoy has a 0% chance to evade damage. Now that's, like I would have that ranked up, but I kind of threw all this stuff on to help out my Kavat when I do start to rank the thing up. And then Charm. Smita Kavat has a 7% chance every 30 seconds to bestow its owner with good fortune. Now, from what I've been learning about this this mod right here in particular, Charm, is that it supposedly helps, like, when you're trying to farm and grind out really hard to get items, like things that have a really, and I mean a stupidly low drop chance. This apparently comes real useful, right? Like when you're doing stuff like that, basically. So, I definitely had to get one of these Kavats, because I do a lot of grinding in this game, and I thought that would help me out a lot. But yeah, the Void Trader. Let's get more into him, like I said. But Mr. Barrow, as I like to call him, he will do a lot of the explaining on how it works. But he's the main go-to source, as far as I can tell, if you don't want to go through other players, that is, to get primed mods. And before we go rushing off to Barrow, let's look at some prime mods, because I should definitely do that. So as far as my collection of mods go, as you guys can see here, I only have 3, and I will be getting my 4th Prime mod this episode, actually, and I wanted to do that with all you viewers, just to show you, kind of how this works. And, it's very interesting, I thought, because when I started this game as a new player, I had no clue on how to get these Prime mods, like Primed Continuity, Primed Cryo Rounds, Primed Pressure Point. And as you've seen in one of my other Warframe episodes, if anybody watched it from start to end, they'll seen that this popped up at the end. This is my very first Riven mod that I got from the War Within quest, and then I did the challenge for it to unveil it. And this is what I got. I got a Dura mod, so I actually already have built the Dura Vandal, because it's better than the Dura. Like, that's all there really is to it. And yeah, I thought this, I might as well make the use of this mod, because I don't want to sell it. It's my very first, Riven mod. I earned it. I worked hard for it. I put many hours into the game just to get the stupid thing. That's why I'm working hard to get to rank 15. I'm actually rank 13 now. But yeah, that's the only thing really better than a Prime mod when you think about it, especially if it's been rolled really well. And what I mean is, like, because you can click on this, right, and then you see these options pop up. If I get more Kuva, I can re-roll the stats on this item. But you know what I mean? That's what kind of makes Riven mods unique. They can be they're usually a multi-stat mod that, can be re-rolled. And you can even transmute it, so that you can try and have it work for another weapon, that you rather prefer using. Instead of, what you, when you unveiled it, it appeared as whatever, right? But yeah, I only have 3 Prime mods. And the thing is, Prime mods aren't, anything difficult to come by, but it's not like you can get them right away in the game. Sure, if you spend money on the game, right? This is another way to go about it. You can spend money, get platinum, and trade for it. But the thing is, when you go to trade one of these Prime mods, I think there's like a trade tax. Okay? And it's just, it's like about 1 million or something crazy like that. I'll have to double check, but yeah, it's a really high amount of credits, and that's not easy for a lot of people to come by. So if you're new to the game, right, once you have a Warframe you're really familiar with, you could kick all kinds of ass with, like, say for example, I got Rhino. He's one of my favorite go-to Warframes for getting shit done, and I really enjoy the gameplay with this type of Warframe. Like, he's a tank, he take a lot of damage. He still isn't tanky as he could be, so I'm working on that. But yeah, like I said, let's go. I'll show you guys how I've learned, from a little bit of research and my own experiences, how you go about getting a Prime mod, especially if you're new to this game. So right now, Barrow, the Void Trader, is currently at this relay. If you have friends who have access to this area, sure, they can bring you to these relays, right, that you don't have access to, but there's a catch you got to keep in mind. There's a mastery rank requirement, and if you don't meet that requirement, your friends can't drag you along to the relay to help you, go pay a visit to Barrow and get your ducats and whatever. I think that's how he pronounces it, ducats, but we'll go see the man himself and give you a nice little breakdown and a tutorial on how all this shit works. I will see you guys at the relay, where we'll see this little tutorial firsthand. So here we are, docking in at the relay. And once you get here, right, you can choose to skip this cutscene, but I thought I'd show just for the hell of it. It's pretty interesting sometimes to watch. Now, here we are at the relay. Like I said, we're gonna go to this thing called, I think it's a Ducat kiosk. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right, but let's go double check. So once you get here, right, it says trader departing in 1 day, 9 hours, 14 minutes, 10 seconds.
My latest safari in the void has yielded spectacular finds. Unique items for the Tenno of distinction.
So that was Barrow Kl'teer, the Void Trader. So let's get a tutorial from the man himself.
Hello, Tenno. My name is Barrow Kl'teer, the Void Trader. Welcome to my Ducat kiosk. Allow me to explain. Perhaps, like me, you enjoy the thrill of the void. And perhaps you've also collected more treasure than you can use. Or not exactly what you desire? This is where I come in. Bring your unused prime blueprints and parts to this kiosk and exchange them for the only currency that I accept. Orokin ducats. Then, during one of my regular relay visits, you may trade your ducats for something rare and extraordinary. Something only I can provide.
So there you go. Ducats. I wasn't saying it right. The hell with you, Barrow! I thought I was pronouncing that right. Curses. But yeah, but the man explained. He's the only source for these things, and this is the kiosk, right? I would show you guys, like, you know... Oh, whatever. I'll show you how this works. So, I was going to keep these, but these aren't too hard to get, these prime parts. You take whatever you don't want, like Barrow said, right? In his little tutorial, if it wasn't clear enough. Like, my first time learning how this worked, I watched that tutorial. Honestly, I didn't go to a YouTube video. I watched the tutorial, what you just seen. I just showed you. And it was pretty straightforward. But if it wasn't clear enough, let me try to break it down a little more. You go do Void Fisher missions, right? Doesn't matter what tier. You just do Void and Fisher missions. You get these blueprints like this, and you get parts like this. You know? Like these things. And once you come here, right, you click on them, the ones you don't want, like Barrow said, if you do not desire it anymore, right? You select them, click your R2 on your controller, and then, yeah, it says, please review this manifest for accuracy. So it kind of breaks down, like, what each thing's worth real quick and the total value of the sale. So once you're happy, right, it asks you again, you confirm it, you sell it. Now, if you look in the top left-hand corner, which I'll zoom in, you can see this other currency that normally doesn't pop up there. That's your ducats, as Barrow is called them. Now, when the Void Trader himself is here, as you see all these people crowding around him, he's quite the popular fellow, I tell you that. And these little things, this little green thing you see on my right shoulder there, that's one of the customizations only he offers. Like, you can't buy that with platinum in-game with, you know, real money. That's something you gotta work your ass off and get, basically. So let's go see.
Barrow Kl'teer, at your service.
Nice to see you again too, Barrow. So, he offers the Sands of Inaros blueprint. This is really good because it's the quest line, basically, to get Inaros. You got, if, you know, you don't got platinum or whatever, and you don't want to buy or spend money on the game, this is how you get Inaros, basically, from all the research I did. This is at the start of it. You gotta come to Mr. Kl'teer here and get this goddamn blueprint. And then once you got that, you're all happy-go-lucky, right? You can start it up and work on your way to get an Inaros, the Warframe. He offers things like, you know, 3-day credit boosters, a tomb scene, which is for Captura mode. And I'm still trying to practice with that, and it's pretty interesting little, you know, mode. I don't even know what to classify it as. It's kind of like just for, you know, content creators, as far as I can tell, or whatever. If you know, you just want to take cool screenshots. Who knows? But like I said, he offers all kinds of things. Like, I would show you this, but the way I have my Tenno set up, you can't see them. And this is the thing I bought already. It's these green things, like I said, on the side, but they look complete, like, see, this is deceiving. I thought they looked like that. And then when I bought it,
Nothing to your
it looks like this. It has all this actual additional, like, animated effects to it. But yeah, it's not, and I will mention
Hello,
this.
Golden Warrior. Just back from the void, I presume.
Oh, you know it, Barrow. Just got back. I went back there in 3 seconds, came back to you, and I said, oh, what's up, Barrow, my man? I need some goods. But no, seriously, guys. Not all the time will he have Prime mods. As you can see, he has 4 to choose from right now. Now, the 2 I have my sights set on for this time around, because when Barrow shows up, he's only here for like 2 days. 2 real, actual, real life days in time, okay? And then he's gone after that. You gotta wait 2 whole weeks before he shows up again. Or so I would have made a video on this sooner, but, you know, because of this reason, it's not like you could just, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the whichever relay and make a video on the Void Trader. No. If you want to do at least a decent video on the Void Trader, you kind of got to do it when he's around, right? Or else how are you gonna better explain shit? So, the 2 mods I'm aiming for this time around, for prime mods, right, are primed point blank, because I have all 3 of the Tigris shotguns you can get in this game. And that point blank mod, just a regular one, helps them out a lot. So prime point blank is going to make a hell of a difference. And I want primed ravage, just because 110% extra critical damage, by golly, that's good. That's really good if you're trying to build up. I think it's the Sancti Tigris, which is more based around, I think, crit. I could be wrong, so take that with a grain of salt. If you do know more, please correct me down below in the comments. But, you know, I'm pretty sure I've just been using it for the last week or 2, because I just got one from my syndicate, New Loka. So, yeah, when you have enough, right, currencies, because these things cost the ducats and credits. So, when you have enough, right, you click on it, and then it says purchased mods are unranked. So it's just giving you a glimpse, right, on what the potential of this mod is, basically, if you were to fully rank it up. So we're gonna get this, right?
An excellent choice. Be sure to visit again when I have new finds.
Thank you, Barrow, my man. I will make great use of that mod. Trust me. A lot of enemies are gonna they're gonna be running scared once I put that thing in my goddamn gun. But yeah, the other cool thing about Barrow is, like I said, all the first customizations, right? Like things like this. As you can see, there's that little green thing, right? But if it wasn't there, it's pretty interesting, you know? Like some of the stuff is very unique. It's usually one of a kind, right? You can't get it anywhere else. So if you want to make like an impression on your friends, you know, and be like, hey, check this cool stuff out, right? Look at my Warframes you wearing. You know, if you're one of those fashion frame players, well, Barrow can offer you some pretty neat stuff, you know, to go for your choices. And this was what I was meaning earlier in the video. He offers stuff for your companions. Like, check this out. It's a why is it Day of the Dead Kavat armor? I don't really know, but it's pretty cool, you know. I think overall it's very unique Kavat armor you can get. It's different, you know. It's something, once again, like I said, I like to mention this, it's something you cannot buy with real money or platinum. You have to work for this. Even if you're like me and you put a little bit of money into the game, you have to work for things like this if you want them. There's no being lazy or trying to half-ass your way to get it. It's, you know, even when you go to trade somebody, right, that person you're trading for the item, they worked their ass off to get those things. They didn't just, you know, sit there and, oh yeah, I got this, no problem. Woohoo. So this is kind of like the Void Trader in a nutshell for the most part. He's the only go-to location other than trading other players for the most part, right, to get prime mods. So once you got your prime mod, right, you're gonna leave the relay, head back to your ship. So I'll see you guys once I'm back at my ship. Here we are, back at my ship. Now, you just got your prime mod, right? You're gonna be like, yeah, prime mods for days. No, not really, but you know, you just got a prime mod, you're all happy and excited. And the first thing you're gonna notice about these prime mods is, right, so here's the regular, just, you know, average point blank that most players get their hands on just playing the game in general. You know, it's like this one, it's just an average mod or whatever. Now, the only reason my prime point blank is over here is because I have these sorted by the drain, which is their total amount of mod capacity they subtract from, you know, the mod capacity up in the top left hand corner of the screen there. So we're going to apply our new prime mod, right, as an example to show you guys. So I'll show you on my Tigress Prime I got here. We're gonna apply this one, right? And as you can see, the original Point Blank, right, obviously offered more because it was upgraded to it like max. But that's a 15% extra damage. What was the original here? So let's go find the original. So 90%. Now, like I said, the first thing you're going to notice about a Prime mod is they're damn expensive. And what I mean by damn expensive is, right, once you have it equipped, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. You add one. Okay. Not so bad, right? It's up to 30%. Oh, we're up to 40%, right? That's not so bad either. Now, if we were to go up to 90, right, you're already looking at 60,000 credits, 1,200 endo. That's not too bad, right? You know, you're good at grind games. You can grind that out, no problem. Okay, sure, that's fine. I agree. We go up one more notch to 100 and some percent, right? Extra damage. You're looking at 120,000 credits, about 2,500 endo. I had to kind of lean a little bit and look closer because the numbers are so damn small there. But you know what I mean? As these Prime mods really take the cost of ranking up a mod to a new level, I think, in my opinion. Because look at this. Go up to 135% extra damage. You're looking at almost 500,000 credits. You know, go to the 150 mark. That's almost 1,000,000 credits and a minimal of 20,000 endos. So I wanted just to make sure, you know, new players were aware of that. Don't think, like, even once you get your hands on one of these Prime mods, sure, that's an excellent start. No argument, right? But by the time you got one of these things, like even me, I have 500,000 credits, but I don't got the endo to do this. You know what I mean? And I play this game like a little bit every day. Like I put the time in. And if I wanted to max this thing out to 165%, right? I'm looking at 2,000,000 credits and about 41,000 endo. That's crazy. But it would be well worth it. That's the thing you got to keep in mind here. The grind kind of, you know, like if I wanted to, I would be smart to do this, right? But then I'm going to have to modify other things. Like, for example, I can apply this, but if I wanted to put this Prime Point Blank mod, right, now it's giving 120% extra damage, which is very, very nice. Now, if we look at the stats, everything's up in the green now. I'm almost at 10,000 slash damage, almost 1,000 puncture damage, almost 1,000 impact, right? And then we got almost 6,000 heat, because I wasn't sure what to put on this just because of, you know, I am going to forma this weapon because I really like the Tigress shotguns in general. Like, well, I'll show you guys what I mean. I had this one to start off with, the original, which is just like the regular Tigress you can get your hands on in the game. And then in my syndicate, I worked towards getting the Sancti Tigress, which is a hell of a weapon, especially because of the syndicate proc effect. That is awesome, I think. It's really cool to have that. Like, see, this one, I to be honest, I wouldn't even know if I could put it on here. If I can, see, it won't allow it. I'd almost have to do this. Take that one off, right? Make a little extra room. Then do this. And then forma the weapon, basically, which I probably will forma this Tigress and my primed version, just because why the hell not? They're both excellent guns, even for like a majority of the higher, not all the higher level enemies, but a majority of the higher level enemies. These guns can make the difference, we'll say. So yeah, that's, you know, what I wanted to explain about how you get Prime mods. A little bit, you know, you should be aware about them. Like, they're not cheap to rank up compared to other mods. Like, they really, they make a dent in your credits and endo, is what I'm trying to say as far as that goes. So thank you so much for watching. If you are a new player and you did learn something new from this about how to get prime mods and barrel Kl'teer the Void Trader, and the little tutorial that he offers, and the little bit of knowledge that I could bestow upon you to help you out with this game. Awesome. Cool. Thank you for, taking the precious time out of your busy day to, watch my video. I just like to say that. And, and a big shout out to all my, subs, my subscribers, and, the viewers. Because, especially my subs, all the people who stuck with my channel so far, I am very grateful. And you have no idea, you guys. Like, I'm trying to talk too fast, and I'm just trying to, be honest about how I feel and how the progress of my channel's been going. It's been slow, but I'm not one to give up easy, basically. So, like I said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next Warframe video, where a little sneak peek of that for you. I will be working on an Eidolon Hunt video involving the infamous Archiplasmor. Stay tuned for that. See you guys in the next one.